Oprah Winfrey is famously known as America's beloved talk show queen and philanthropist who gives generously, even famously surprising her audience with cars. But beneath her well-known persona of uplifting words and smiles lie some surprising and little-known truths. You may think you know Oprah's journey from poverty to wealth, but there are some aspects of her life that have been kept out of the spotlight. In this video, we unveil the top dark secrets about Oprah Winfrey that she has tried to keep hidden, the car giveaway, and the unexpected price tag. In 2004, Oprah made headlines with one of the most memorable television moments by giving away brand new cars to everyone in her studio audience. However, what wasn't widely known was that Oprah didn't personally pay for these cars. Instead, General Motors provided the cars, contributing around $7.7 million as part of their marketing campaign. Each Pontiac G6 car was worth around $28,000, and while General Motors covered the sales tax, the recipients were left to pay a hefty income tax, which was approximately $7,000. For many, this gift turned out to be more of a financial burden than a blessing. Oprah's troubled childhood. Oprah Winfrey's childhood was far from the happy upbringing one might expect of such a successful person. After living with her loving grandmother, Oprah moved in with her mother, Vernita Lee, at the age of 6. This transition from a rural life to a bustling urban environment in Milwaukee was difficult for young Oprah. Her mother worked hard as a maid, and their financial situation was strained. Feeling disconnected from her peers and wanting to fit in, Oprah resorted to stealing money from her mother. At just 14, she became pregnant, and her child tragically died shortly after birth. This deepened the divide between Oprah and her mother, who eventually sent her to live with her father in Nashville. Living with Vernon Winfrey brought much-needed stability to her life, with Vernon emphasizing education and discipline. This environment helped Oprah thrive in school and beyond. Oprah's unique approach to spirituality. Oprah has always been vocal about her spiritual beliefs, though they are far from conventional. Oprah blends Christianity with elements of Sufism, New Age practices, and a focus on self-empowerment. She has shared that she reads not only the Bible, but also mystical Sufi texts and other New Age literature, drawing from various sources to shape her personal beliefs. While Oprah often talks about Christianity, her views are quite eclectic, including beliefs in multiple paths to God, something that deviates significantly from traditional Christian teachings. Dr. Phil and Dr. Oz's impact on Oprah's career. Two of Oprah's proteges, Dr. Phil McGraw and Dr. Mehmet Oz, gained massive followings largely due to their appearances on The Oprah Winfrey Show. Dr. Phil started appearing on the show in the late 1990s, offering relationship and life advice, which was so popular that it led to his own spin-off show in 2002, produced by Oprah's Harpo Productions. Similarly, Dr. Oz gained recognition by explaining complex medical issues in layman's terms, which also led to his own show in 2009. Oprah's support helped propel both of these personalities to television fame, enhancing her brand as a media influencer. The Maui Fund controversy. After the devastating wildfires in Maui, Oprah teamed up with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to create the People's Fund of Maui. The two celebrities initially donated $10 million to the fund and then called on the public to contribute. This request drew backlash from people who felt that two billionaires asking for public donations, especially during financially difficult times, was tone deaf. Although Oprah explained that the idea came from Dolly Parton's successful fundraising campaigns, many were still upset. Despite the criticism, Oprah and Johnson continued to support the fund and distributed aid to those in need. Oprah's relationship with John Tesh. In the 1970s, Oprah dated TV personality John Tesh during a time when interracial relationships were still controversial. The relationship ended abruptly, reportedly due to Tesh's discomfort with the social challenges of dating across racial lines. Oprah was deeply hurt by this sudden end, feeling abandoned by someone she had emotionally invested in. Though this relationship was later detailed in a biography, Oprah chose not to discuss it publicly. Why Oprah and Stedman Graham never married. Oprah and Stedman Graham have been together for over 30 years, but they have never tied the knot. They described their relationship as a spiritual partnership, focusing on mutual support and personal growth. Oprah has said that traditional marriage roles would not have worked for them. She feared the compromises that marriage demands would interfere with their personal independence, and that these pressures could ultimately damage their relationship. For Oprah, her career has always been her main priority, and a traditional marriage might have conflicted with her goals. Problems at the Leadership Academy. Oprah launched the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for girls in South Africa in 2007 with the goal of helping underprivileged girls become future leaders. Unfortunately, strict rules at the academy, including limited contact with family, led many parents to liken it to a prison. Reports of mismanagement and allegations of abuse surfaced, with one staff member accused of sexually abusing students. Although the accused was acquitted, the incident revealed significant flaws in the school's management and protective measures. Strict non-disclosure agreements for employees and associates. Oprah is well known for requiring employees and even contractors to sign strict non-disclosure agreements that last a lifetime. This extreme level of confidentiality prevents anyone from sharing personal or professional details about her. A former producer's attempt to write a book about her time working for Oprah was stopped by the courts due to these NDAs. While Oprah claims that these agreements are essential for maintaining her privacy, some critics believe they are meant to keep damaging secrets under wraps. The decision not to have children. Oprah has often spoken about her choice not to have children, attributing it to the abuse and neglect she experienced during her own childhood. She feared that the emotional wounds she carried might affect her ability to be the kind of mother she aspired to be. Her traumatic experiences, including becoming pregnant at 14 and losing her baby shortly after birth, reinforced her decision. Oprah's choice was based on her desire to avoid passing on the pain she endured as a child. Alleged diva behavior. Despite Oprah's relatable public image, there have been stories suggesting diva-like behavior. For instance, she is said to sometimes refer to herself in the third person, which some interpret as a sign of self-importance. Additionally, there are claims that Oprah's staff helps her put on her boots and that she requests bags of popcorn to mask the smell of airplane fuel when flying. While some may see these as harmless quirks, others find them at odds with Oprah's image of promoting equality and empathy. Questionable business practices. Oprah's media empire brought her immense wealth, but not without controversy. She often promoted products and services on her show without fully disclosing her financial stakes in them. Many of the self-help gurus she endorsed had business partnerships with her, benefiting both parties financially. Additionally, her promotion of pseudo-scientific treatments and controversial guests, like anti-vaccine advocate Jenny McCarthy, raised ethical concerns about the accuracy of the information shared with her audience. Mandatory vegan cleanse. In 2011, Oprah challenged her staff to follow a vegan diet for a week to promote healthier eating habits. However, the challenge was made mandatory, and many felt that it infringed on personal dietary choices. By imposing such a rule, Oprah disregarded individual health needs and preferences, leading some to question whether the vegan challenge was genuinely about promoting well-being or enhancing her public image. Difficult relationship with her mother. Oprah's relationship with her mother, Vernita Lee, was strained throughout her life. Vernita worked as a housekeeper and was unable to provide Oprah with the care and support she needed. Oprah lived with her grandmother during her early years, and when she moved to Milwaukee to reunite with her mother, the two never managed to form a close bond. Oprah has often said that she felt like a burden rather than a loved child, which deeply affected her self-worth. Later, her relationship with her father in Nashville provided the stability she lacked with her mother. And there you have it, folks, the other side of Oprah Winfrey that you probably never imagined. If you found this peek behind the curtain as surprising as we did, go ahead and hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe, because who else is going to bring you these deep dives into the world's most untouchable icons? Thanks for watching, and stay curious.